Hey guys, and welcome to the very first Counter-Strike Global Offensive video. So in today's video I wanted to do something that is a completely new project. It's an idea that came into my mind recently, but first of all, as you can probably see, the webcam is back and it's better, and it's overall improving the quality of my videos. At least that's how I feel like. Yeah, it finally arrived today, so I decided to put it to work in the very first video. It's a 1080p camera, 30 FPS. Currently the light in my room is pretty bad, so I use improvised lights from my phone because outside is nighttime, so there's no light. Okay, so in today's video, as I said, I'm gonna be starting a completely new project. So the whole purpose of this video and all the videos that are gonna be following up with all the competitive maps that are in the pool, in the official Counter-Strike pool, are going to basically be learning you how to become a better player overall, how to become the key player, how to make the decisive moves, and how to take decisive rounds according to the map that you are on. So I just want to say from the beginning, I am not a pro player. I have never considered myself being a pro. I have never even got close to being a semi-pro, so this is going to be based on my personal experience and overall how I feel the game, how I see the game, and my opinion from the maps that I'm going to be presenting you. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there for everyone that would think that I would do this and consider myself a pro player. I'm not considering myself that. I'm just a normal player. Probably my biggest performances was Global Elite and ESA Rank B. So that's probably the highest I got. I mean, there's no other significant things that I've done and, you know, I had overall into my CS. So today's starting map is, as you can probably tell already, Dust 2. I decided to start with Dust 2 because it's pretty much the basic, you know, map pick. Everyone plays Dust 2, everyone has played Dust 2 at least once in their life, even though Dust 2 has kind of got like a lot of hate because it's just one of the maps that, you know, there's a lot of cheaters, every silver rank plays. But anyway, without further ado, we're gonna be starting up with you know, each side, and then we're gonna move on to mid, and I'm gonna tell you from my point of view on how would I take the site, how would I position in different angles and positions. And I guess here we go, shall we? Okay guys, so here we are with site A, as I said before. So basically site A is not a hard site to get for the terrorists and also for the CTs as well. It's not really that hard. Dust 2 in general is not a complex map, so it's gonna be a pretty easy map if you know some basic things. So as I said, going over long, what I usually like to do is either flash myself or have a teammate to flash for me like that, and I would just come out here and try to take the fight. One thing to know is that always when you're gonna pick here, you're never gonna be before the CT. So the CT is always gonna have this advantage of being here first. So he's gonna basically wait you here either with a rifle or the AWP, so he kind of has that advantage. But there's a lot of ways you can take that advantage from him. So as I said, you can either have a teammate flash, or they can do this kind of like pop flash from the corner here. You aim about to leave and you just throw, so you can basically see it explodes about there. So pretty much if he sits here, he's fucked. So he cannot take it. Yeah, so I would probably get a teammate to flash me like that, and then I'll peek and they're gonna be right around there. So things to check here is here, then pit, then maybe here and here. There's a situation where there's gonna be a player holding very close up here, so you want to be very careful after you check the corner over there. When you peek up here, you always want to have this like pre-fire instinct. You don't really want to crouch because this is gonna get into your way, so you want to stand up and fight with the CTs. So assuming you took the control and you know you have bit, you have here, you have plats, you have everything along. Things to consider next are the car and sight. So people can hide that car either behind the car or either in the corner. So what you want to do to reveal them is if you feel like there's someone at the car, assuming your teammates are all over the place and they're holding sight busy, or they could force out someone to peek from car, you can either shoot the car, and if you shoot the car, if there's someone in there, their blood is going to be all over the wall, so you can definitely, you know, tell that there's someone there and you can spray it down and you can take the kill. And if you feel like there's someone in the corner, or someone said there's someone in the corner, you can obviously bounce a Molotov, but not like that. That was a complete fail. You can put it down on the ground like that, and everyone that's in the corner over there is going to be forced out to come out, so you don't have to just kind of come here and check. Okay, so assuming you cleared the car position, you gotta take care of the sight, because if you pick here, there's gonna be an upper waiting there, or it could be CT, or even a rifler. If he's a good aimer, he can kill you, so you don't want to die like that. So you can either bait out shots like this to check, and to get the intel, or if your teammate's already advanced, you have the smoke, car was checked, so you guys are coming to the site. You can either jump here to avoid the gap, but it's pretty risky, or you can do like a self pop flash like that, and it's gonna land right there and no one is going to be able to dodge it, and you're gonna be able to jump safely. And from here you can check Goose, you can check at Ninja, you can check up here, and eventually if it doesn't show, it could be hidden like this, in crouch, and he may be waiting for you at this off angle. So that's pretty much everything you can do as a T-sider. Obviously after you took the site, you can smoke short, you can smoke like CT, but I would not recommend you to smoke over here. You can eventually try to smoke somewhere like here, something that covers the CT door kind of, because if you smoke about here, they can come on shift, or maybe they can come fast, they can boost here and they can surprise one or two guys from side, and that might ruin the round for you. So yeah. And one more thing, if you took the side, always don't forget to check Ninja. There could be a Ninja diffuser in there, there could be a player that, he could be listening for sound cue, and as soon as he hears that at least two guys are inside, he can pop up with a flash like this. You're not going to be hearing, you're not going to be on, to kill him, so he can kill you because he has the flash advantage. So yeah, that's pretty much everything as T-side. As well, short is the second way you can get it, you can get to side A. So you got to be careful mid. If there's the upper into mid over there, he can always have the first shot on you here, no matter what way you jump. Maybe he can miss if he's not a good aimer, but if you try to like B-hop it or something, he still has a pretty good chance of killing you. And assuming you guys took control of mid, you can be trying to take short like this. You're gonna want to watch for this angle and also this angle right here. So one particular case, if you somehow encounter the situation of where you see a smoke of this kind of way, you can always be expecting someone to be up here. There's a one-way smoke, but I don't have an idea on how to do that right now. But usually if you encounter the smoke right here, always come up pre-firing like this, because there's a big chance that that smoke is a one-way, kind of like, I think like this, I'm not pretty sure, yeah, more like this, and he could be sitting here and he could be seeing you and he could just spray you down and kill you. As soon as you did that, assuming there's no one at the car, what car? Assuming there's no one in the little corner here, they used to work very good on 1.6 by the way, you're gonna be checking this position. So you're gonna be checking this. If you're unsure, if you're single on short and you're not gonna be like a bunch of guys jumping up here, you can just try to bait out shots like this, and you take the info, then you come down and spray him, because he can be this kind of guy. He sits here. Besides the fact that he can come up with various pop flashes, he can just simply peek and kill you if he hears that you are there. So if you took this, the control over here, you never want to overexpose yourself with the Molotov, so you don't want to be like this and come and run. you just want to be like this, you know, just simple, boom, like that. It's gonna go into the side, and the next thing you do is you either jump on the box and try to take out the guy. They're never, but never gonna be jumping that way, you know? They're never gonna be going this way, because the Molotov is gonna deal way too much damage, and they're not gonna be willing to compromise that HP. So they're always gonna be jumping here, either ramp, either CT, so they're gonna be forced out. So a perfect scenario is that, what? Oh, my mouse just going crazy. So a perfect scenario is you come here, and as soon as that you come out and shoot them. Yeah, sometimes my mouse gets just insane. It happens to me a lot in the matches. I think I'm gonna be changing it pretty soon, or maybe just catches something on the mouse, but I don't know. Okay, so moving on. You took control, you did everything, you have site A, you're just gonna be planting for long, planting for short around this area, and then you're just gonna want to play it safe and usually wait for the rotators and for the CTs to come and take the site at the retake. And yeah, just a few tips. You can just, you know, try to play as safe as you can. Don't over peek, don't try to hold angles like this, because if there's an operator, he's always gonna probably kill you, because, you know, it's the peeker's advantage. One thing to know here, if they pushed around this area, I would just usually come and flash like this, flash out, kill everyone, because they're not expecting, you know, that's pretty wide of a flash, but you can also do it like this, which is a little bit, you know, it pops right up here, no one's expecting it, everyone's getting flashed. So there's a lot of scenarios, you know. So this was pretty much everything with A site. I feel like I covered, you know, everything that you could be expecting. And as a CT is way easier. You just want to hold, you don't want to over peek, you don't want to be aggressive. You can be aggressive, but when you just, you know, when you feel like you just want to take a little fight, you want to go back to the side, you want to hold angles, like, you know, off angles. If you are coming from CT, and they usually have the smoke here, and if you hear them, as soon as you hear them close, you can come with this kind of flash, you know, and just peek out and kill everyone. It's pretty basic, it's pretty simple. Or you could doing some, okay, you could be doing something like this, which is pretty much the same thing, but it's just another kind of angle. So that works too. Yeah, and I think this is it for the A side, guys. Basically, that's, you know, what it is. And we're gonna be coming with the B side, and then we're gonna take over mid. Okay guys, so coming back with side B, you know the ways. You can go through tunnel right here, or you could be coming from top mid or suicide here, and you take mid control, and then you can go over tunnel, or you can just jump up mid and go over B. Now, a few things to consider. We're gonna start out with mid once again. So assuming you took mid control and you completely have all, you know, the whole mid section, and you're sure you have maybe one guy in tunnels, so no one's pushing upper tunnels and then comes lower and kill you. Maybe you took a little bit of a fight space, maybe you killed one guy, you know, and your teammates are gonna be basically having the smokes probably, or you can even smoke it yourself. There's a lot of ways to smoke. You can smoke off from short, you can smoke off from here. I used to know it's kind of like probably this. No, yeah. So I don't know the smokes pretty much. I feel like it's around like this or something. I don't know. Anyway, so we assume that you basically have that smoked, and you know it's something like this. So usually if you have it smoked, you can come out mid, and first thing you gotta worry about is here and then window, because you know it could be one guy window, it could be one guy up there just camping you and waiting for you. Assuming you clear the angles, you can go over here at the door, so you could be watching, you can be holding by one guy here, or you can just, you know, advance and take care of this guy. But yeah, basically if you took this control and the A guys are smoked, you're gonna want to advance. You know, it can be one player there, one player there, It can even be, if you're over picking this, it could even be one player there or even one player there, but that depends all on how you pick. Always take care about this position. Yeah, I told you it can be here, but it can always be here and wait for you more passively, and you know, it can surprise you. So assuming you to control, you know, I told you there can be various players around this areas. It can be one around Cubby, maybe one even here. So you know, it can be it can be a lot of positions that the CTs could potentially be in, so you gotta keep an eye out. Normal people usually play 2B, 2A, 1 mid, because that's pretty much standard. Sometimes they could be stacking if they know you're, like if they are eco or something like that. Coming from tunnel, you don't really have, a lot of worry. You can only worry about lower tunnels because, if no one has mid control or at least holding from T-span with an op, you can always expect a guy running lower and trying to kill all of you. So basically, up here you can, when you make this peak, it can be one guy over there, it can be one guy in the top left corner around there, or it can be one guy here. This is one of the most common position hold by opers, or down there, either here, and as soon as you advance, it could be there, it could be there, it could be there, and eventually doors, here, or all the way to cubby. So what I would usually do is I would come around with this kind of jump, try to bait a shot, because no one's ever going to expect you to jump. Try to bait a shot, see if there's any intel. Coming up here, I'm going to just try to come pre-firing, and that's, pretty much it. If you guys take control, you can have this like kind of smoke drone, flash. You're not going to take it, but everyone's going to be flashed. So you can have an easy entry, usual stuff. You come in, you smoke that, you smoke window according to plan, but not like that. You see where that smoke went? I usually like to smoke doors and save the Molotov for window, because that's much better, because they cannot push it anymore, at least for the following rounds. And maybe you just have a teammate that just goes around here, can smoke it like that, and that's it. You can hold enough angle like this, expect someone to jump through the smoke, and you kill them. And yeah, that's pretty much it with the B side. As a CT, you can always be holding with an op in this position, or you could be up here into this position, wait like this, or you could just simply, go to the old spot and hold from here. It's pretty good, it's pretty okay. You can always duck and maybe try to get away. Or you can be holding various angles like window. For instance, you can be holding like this. If you know they're coming fast, you can talk with your teammates. One throws a nade, you throw a Molotov, and they're basically gonna come out into a hell, so it's easy kills for you. There's a lot of places you can hold. You can hold cubby, you can hold it like this, pretty close, and try to bait out shots. Or you could be just all the way here in the back, and wait for them. Or you could just stay safe at cubby, let them kind of get in, and then wait them at the off angle and kill them. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the B side. I showed you how to go from mid, I showed you how to go from tunnels. As a CT, you don't have much option other than just camping them and just, try to bait them out, try to make them mistake. For mid, you can hold from here, or you can just go passively here, or you could be at the box here. If you hear they're coming out already, you can either bounce a flash from here, or you can just do it like this. You're gonna come out with it and just kill them. Or if you want to pick the mid, if you know they're like here and here, you can just come out here. They're gonna hear you, but they're not gonna expect the flash, so you can just come out like this with this little flash. It's like basically a pop flash, because they're not really gonna have much time to react. I mean, they can turn obviously, but it's gonna be very, very, spontaneously, so I don't think they're gonna expect that. I mean, I'm trying to tell you this from my own experience, because for me it works almost all the time. So okay, so this was it for the B side, and I am now gonna be coming with the mid area and also the last area of this video. Alright guys, so we're back with the mid section. So this is the last area of the map. It's basically, you know, common for, you know, the you know, it's pretty much the area that you are gonna have most of plays around. So I mean, the terrorists are most likely always gonna take middle. So for this, I'm gonna need a AWP. So, you know, from T-spawn, as soon as the round starts, you can be standing into one of those positions. You can either be here or here and hold an angle like this. So if they peek slow, you have the advantage, or you could even sit on the edge here to be a little bit more surprising, only if he picks up there. But if he picks up down there, you might have a little bit of a problem. Or they're the kind of people, the most annoying people, who are just gonna sit here and you're only gonna be able to see their head from CT, you know? So that's pretty bad. Assuming, and the same, you know, like the same thing with the AWP applies for the CTs. As soon as they're gonna leave out spawn, probably someone's gonna smoke like that. And if they smoke like that, you know, someone's gonna peek up close and they're just gonna try to kill you. Or if they don't have this smoked, you know, they can sit here and wait for you to come and jump around here, and they can just take the shot and kill you. Or there's the kind of people that are just always gonna come near the door, you know, coming out and kill you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Or you know, there's gonna be people who are gonna try those kind of wall bangs. As you can definitely tell, the bullets kind of reach around the area of here, so they can try to spam you and eventually get a lucky shot on you. So going over with you know, trying to just, you know, come from suicide, you can always make this jump here and take the advantage for you, maybe surprise a short guy. Or usually what I would like to do, just, you know, come out either suicide or here, and you know, you want to take care to this guy, you want to take out to an eventually lower guy, or here. Or if you have a Molotov and you know someone is over Xbox, you can just Molotov them, and as soon as they come out, you want to spray. You don't want to hold an angle like that because they're always going to jump. You just want to be like this and shoot right there when they come out, because that's going to be pretty much, you know, good for you. If you hear someone is going to push cat, or short as you want to call it, if you find yourself here, you can always jump with some sort of a flash, maybe like this, and you know, surprise them, kill them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Both flashes work. I mean, the one that's up there and the one that's up here, you can see it pops right here. So basically it would be flashed. It's more like a pop flash. So yeah, it's all working according to plan. So if you took the mid control like here, and you find yourself in the Xbox position, you're always going to be expecting the guy to be there, or if you can go up here, or again there. If you're trying to climb up, always be careful about the guy that can sit here, or if you can climb on short safely without being shot by the short guy, you can spam this wooden box, because it's always gonna, you know, at least hit the guy that's up here if he's up there. So from mid, you know, as a T-sider, if you took control, if you're trying to get in, assuming your teammate already smoked CT from there, you can expect a guy to be over the door, but they're not all the time gonna sit here, because they know they can be easily spawned through here, as you can definitely tell. But most likely people will like to hold from this position, so you want to be careful to that, and never peek like here. Always try to peek like there, because it's much more effective for yourself. So, you know, this is kind of it. With mid, you basically take control, you have everything. As a CT, there's not much you can do, as I showed you. You could just hold off passively with a smoke. You have the smoke, you can come up close, listen for info, tell your teammates if they're coming lower and, you know, going short, or if they're coming from mid and going short. And you can basically hold this angle and maybe call for a teammate to re-smoke it, so you can keep them busy even more. Or you could be sitting this angle, but I would not really recommend it because it's very predictable. or you could be, you know, sitting here. If you know they're pushing up close, you can be sitting here and maybe pop up with a flash like so. Even if it's really long, it can still surprise them. Or you can do it like this. So it's a little bit, you know, much like, you know, it's weird, it's different. So they won't expect. CSGO is all about surprising your enemy. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for mid, and also for this first tutorial from my project. As I told you, I'm going to be doing this for every single map that's in the competitive pool, and the purpose of this is to overall make you a better player, overall make you be much more of the key player. You know, this was Dust 2, and I think I covered up pretty much everything that you need to know for this map as a CT and as a T side. So I want to say thank you for watching, and you know what to do already. If you like this video, leave it a like. If you dislike it, you can always press the thumbs down button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. And yeah, everything good until next time. I was Zane, and what can I say? Peace, guys. See you next time. Thank you for watching.